Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. That morning began like any other, ordinary and quiet, until my eyes landed on the envelope resting neatly on the kitchen counter. My name was written across it in his unmistakable handwriting. At first I assumed it was something harmless, a reminder, maybe a note saying he'd stepped out early or gone to see his mother. But the moment I touched it, a deep unease settled in my chest. The air in the house felt heavier than usual, as if the silence itself was trying to warn me. There were no shoes near the door. The bed hadn't been touched. Everything felt wrong. My hands shook as I stood there, staring at the envelope, already sensing that whatever was inside would change everything. It carried a finality I couldn't explain, like the stillness before a storm breaks, quiet, tense, irreversible. I opened it slowly, my fingers barely cooperating. At the top of the page were two simple words that drained the breath from my lungs. Goodbye, Emmer. The rest of the letter unraveled with painful clarity. It wasn't angry. It wasn't chaotic. It was composed, measured, and devastating. He explained that he had known for some time, ever since the night I came home carrying the scent of another man's cologne. The same night I told him I'd stayed late at work. That was when the truth became clear to him. The private phone calls. The doors I closed. The extra showers. The nights I claimed were spent with friends but never were. He had noticed it all. What shattered me wasn't that he figured it out. It was that he didn't confront me. He waited. He gave me space to be honest, hoping I would choose truth on my own. Instead, he watched me drift further away, slowly becoming someone unfamiliar, someone he could no longer reach. Day by day, it wore him down until there was nothing left inside him but exhaustion and quiet heartbreak. He wrote that he didn't hate me. Somehow that hurt more than rage ever could have. If he had yelled or cursed, I could have accepted it as punishment. But his words were steady, wounded, and controlled. He said he loved me enough to walk away because staying would destroy us both. That was the moment I understood the depth of what I had done. I collapsed onto the floor, the letter trembling in my hands as tears poured out uncontrollably. Not just from guilt, but from the brutal awareness of my own selfishness. I had thrown away something genuine, something solid, for something empty and temporary. The man I betrayed wasn't just my partner. He was the one who folded my clothes when I forgot, who calmed me when anxiety took over, who remembered exactly how I took my coffee and kissed my forehead every night before sleep. I thought he didn't notice the small things. He noticed everything, quietly, lovingly, without ever demanding recognition. I had taken that love for granted, and now it was gone. I tried reaching him in every way I could. I called until my voice shook. I sent messages, emails. I even drove to his workplace, only to learn he had taken an extended leave. That's when the truth settled in. This wasn't impulsive. It wasn't done in anger. It was carefully thought through, born from deep pain. He needed distance. From me. From the life we had shared. The days that followed blurred together as regret replayed every moment I had ignored. The way he used to look at me waiting. The quiet meals where he hoped I'd open up. The mornings he asked if I was okay, and I smiled and lied. I held on to the hope that maybe with time he'd come back. That we could talk. That I could fix what I had broken. But time kept moving. Weeks turned into months. Eventually, mutual friends told me he had moved away, settled in a smaller town, started fresh. He never spoke badly of me. He simply said it hadn't worked out and left it at that. I finally wrote back. No excuses. No explanations. Just the truth. I told him I was wrong. That I loved him. That I destroyed something beautiful because I didn't understand how to care for real love. He never replied. And I didn't deserve one. I still keep that letter, folded carefully, hidden in a drawer I rarely open. It reminds me of the kind of love I lost, quiet, attentive, patient. The kind that doesn't beg to be seen, but feels everything deeply.